Reading
Okay.
them.
So we will have another pre-arrival webinar before the start of the spring semester, maybe most likely in December or January, and it will be more extensive than this presentation, but we thought it would be a nice idea for the last days of nomination and application period. So we will have another like really extensive webinar after. But welcome again, and let's start off by introducing ourselves. Like I've mentioned, we are the incoming team at Koç, and we have a team leader. Can you see my just a second? I will quickly.
Yeah, we can see, but like there are dots and gray areas, and this is the first time I'm seeing such a thing. Um, to be on the
Okay.
safe side, let me also open to presentation. Maybe
See now?
can you give us 2 seconds? For now, we are seeing the Canva, and now, yeah, presentation mode.
Okay,
We go
sorry.
on. No
Sorry for the
worries.
interruption. Yes, so we have a team leader whose name is Rena, and we three of us work together with the incoming students and staff. And my colleague Tuba is also responsible for the UNIC project. Maybe some of you are familiar with the UNIC project, but if you are interested, we can also talk about it at the end. So by the way, this will be the same presentation from last week. So if you don't want to just hear the same things again, you can tune back in for the Q&A session. So again, we are in the European side of Istanbul. We are located in the European side, just where the Black Sea and the Bosphorus cross. We are located in the middle of a forest. But it's a really like peaceful location, I would say. I live in the city center of Istanbul. I mean, there are many city centers, but just in a busy area. So it's really nice to kind of go to the university and have like a peace of mind. Istanbul is a really big city, and you will see when you come. So yeah, we are located in the European side of Istanbul. As you can see the location below in the photos. We have a residential campus with a beautiful view, and we have many facilities like the dormitories, library, gym, fitness center, swimming pools, football field, even an ice skating rink. But I'm not sure if it will be still open in the spring semester, but we are expecting it to open in the next few months. So maybe in February it would be open for you. Let's see. For a daily routine, we have even a supermarket in campus, a hairdresser, and a bank, and all the other stuff that you might need. We have a little video I wanted to share with you. Let's watch it. Let me know if you can hear the sound. Yeah, so this was a video which was produced by our international admissions team. Um, a few information about the rankings. We are usually the top and the top university in the international rankings. In the Times Higher Education, we are the 351 and 400th in among the top universities in the world. And for QS World University Rankings, we are in the top 500. And we are ranked the #1 university in Turkey for the last 5 years. So why would you choose to do your exchange at KU? We are a small university, a small research university. I feel like we have grown a bit. It's more towards the mid-size. We have about 9,000 students in total. We are the leading university in Turkey and one of the top research universities. All our programs are in English except for nursing, and all the courses are in English except for a few law courses. And some students you can, as exchange students, you can take courses from other departments and other programs. If there's capacity and if you have the prerequisites for the course, you can enroll. It does not matter what your program is. It says affordable living costs. It's fairly more affordable, Istanbul, compared to other European cities and cities in the US and around the world. But there we still have a bit of an inflation, so the living costs are increasing a bit. Other than that, it's usually affordable for exchange students. And we do have a very active student community, around 80 student clubs we have, and they have different kind of activities all the time during the semesters. So yeah, you may take courses from other departments, as I've mentioned, and you can see our academic structure in the screen. We have 7 colleges and 4 graduate schools, and yeah, only some law courses and School of Nursing are taught in English. Courses at School of Nursing, but other than that, it's fully in English. So you can see our undergraduate programs in the screen. And in Koç, a lot of students choose to take a multidisciplinary approach to their studies. So some students are enrolled in engineering courses, but they're doing double majors with like psychology and like sociology and stuff. So it's an interesting mix of study at Koç. Yeah, so we have graduate programs. In the screen. I'm going to go a bit faster here. A lot of our faculties usually work together in the graduate programs. Most of them are interdisciplinary. We are accredited by a lot of institutions around the world, and we are a part of different memberships. And our business school is the only university in Turkey awarded with a triple crown, as you can see below. And less than 1% of all business schools in the world achieve this sort of a accreditation. Yeah, so for the exchange semester at KU, I mean, most of you have submitted your applications already, but we can go over it one more time. We do require for undergraduate students to have at least 2.2 out of 4 scale GPA and have a valid language certificate, a European framework B2 level, and for graduate schools, it's 2.5 out of 4 scale GPA and also B2 level English. By the way, I just want to mention that when you are nominated, you receive an email stating what you should upload and what the details are. And these English certifications and transcript details are very important. Some students sometimes do not really comply with what we are writing in these emails, but if you have uploaded anything else than what we have asked, we will ask again for you to kind of give us the right documents. Yeah, so For applications, you are nominated by your home universities. You received emails again when you are nominated, and you after the nomination, you begin your application process. And for the deadline, which is tomorrow, you have to finish your application for the spring semester. So we require a passport size photo, which must be uploaded to Co-op, and we want your transcript as sent in the details in the emails, also the B2 certificate and a passport scan. So once the period is over tomorrow, so we will have a few weeks to go over all the applications, and we will let you know by the end of November. This could be a bit of a less, how to say, it could take less time, but just expect an answer by the end of November. So yeah, and our deadline is the 1st of November, but we do also have a summer term after this. And if you are interested in, if you're maybe trying to change your, how to say, period, we do have a summer term as well, which is usually in July and August. And our application and nomination dates for it is February to April. So for course list, this is one of the questions that we get a lot from exchange students, because you have to get approvals for courses that you will take here. Unfortunately, our spring semester courses are not out yet. They're not published yet. But what we suggest is you can go on the link in the slide, and it has all the course lists that we had in the past few years. What we suggest is that you go over the spring semester course list from previous years and have at least 8 to 9 courses planned, and you take these 8 to 9 courses approved from your home university, so that when it's time to enroll here in the first week of orientation week, like February almost, that if there's not a course open or you cannot get enrolled in the course for some reason, that you are safe with your backup courses, for example. Maybe before going into another topic, I can also add you have a limit of 6 courses that you can take per semester. Usually a default account of Koç students would come with 5 courses, but if you want to take the 6th course, which is what we call an overload, you have to let us know in advance, and we will send you a form that you should indicate in the form that you will take the 6th course. But if you do not let us know in time, it might take a few or more days that this is registered on your account during the course enrollment week. So yeah, we will have more detailed information available for you during our webinar and when the course planning period opens about the courses. So do not worry. Yeah, so this is it for the courses for now. If you have questions, we can answer in the end. So we have a video about the activities at Koç. Yeah, so during the spring semester, we usually have our spring festival where there's a famous Turkish person who comes and performs. So it's a good time to be at Koç, and there are some different activities during the week, so it's quite nice. So yeah, pre-arrival and orientation. So we will have an orientation week planned for you 1 week before the classes start. And this orientation week is gonna be starting on the 10th of February. So our orientation week will be 10th till 14th of February. And this is the same week that we will have like different activities, kind of socializing, actually getting you accustomed to Koç University, explaining you how the systems work here, getting you enrolled in your courses, etc. So it's usually 5 days, and yeah, we will let you know of the details about the orientation week. So, and then another service that we offer is we have a mentorship program, which is comprised of full-time Koç students as mentor students for exchange students. So basically, you will be assigned a mentor who you can ask all your questions to about your time here, before you come, when you are here, and basically the time where you are leaving Turkey. So basically, the mentor student will advise you on the academic calendar, the entry to Turkey, residence permit, etc. We will give you all the information through emails and pre-arrival webinars and the orientation week. But if you have something urgent that you must ask, or you cannot contact us for some reason, and if you need like urgent help, basically, the mentor will be your point of contact. And if there's anything that we should intervene with, and you can reach us through the mentor. And the mentorship program, we have not opened the applications yet, but we should assign you the students in January, ideally. Yeah. So, like I've mentioned, these students will help you out throughout the semester, and they will have their training week before you arrive. So they will be trained to kind of help you out with what an exchange student might need throughout the semester. Yeah. So for other student support that we offer is basically, as the incoming team, we are responsible for your administrative procedures at Koç University, but we have another team, which is the International Community Services Office, who are responsible for your bureaucratic needs, and they will guide you through the student residence permit applications, family immigration questions, health insurance, etc. They are responsible for the whole bureaucratic support part of things, but they also have some sort of adaptation programs, the cultural adaptation programs, and they are quite fun as well. So yeah, we have another team who will support you as well in the international office. We have a student guide website which you can check out for newcomer students. They have in the guide there's a lot of how to say information about the Koç University system in general. For against student support offices, we have a counseling service that you can get an appointment from if you need some sort of psychological or any other counseling. We have a career development center if you are looking to kind of improve your CV, just get some sort of, I don't know, professional help for your career. They will be able to help you. And if you have some sort of a disability, we have a diversity, inclusion, and disabled student unit, and they will be your point of contact if you have some sort of a disability which is affecting your learning progress. Basically, also we have a learning and teaching office, and they have different programs. They do tutoring, conversation circles, language exchange. They do academic consultations, all sorts of activities regarding learning and teaching at Koç. Yeah, so other than that, we have different events for cultural familiarization and bonding. One of the adaptation programs that ICO offers is the Turkish Coffee Hour. And basically, this is for students who have some sort of a Turkish proficiency, but who are not that good in conversational Turkish. It's a good time to practice your Turkish. We have Koç Guides program, which is basically a Koç student every week takes you on different trips around Istanbul and different activities. Like they even go to like hammams and stuff. It's like really interesting activities that they do. So conversation circles we have, as I mentioned, and in the spring semester, we do have a study abroad fair where you can present your university to students, and we will be letting you know in advance. But it would be really nice if you could bring some promotional materials from your university. Yeah, we do have a Turkish hospitality program where we bring an exchange student with a Koç community member who is basically they are matched together and they do some sort of a activity together. They can host you for dinner or they can meet you outside to do some sort of a, I would say, Turkish hospitality activity. And we, in the recent times, we got really good feedbacks for this program. By the way, I don't know why we didn't put it in here, but we have a research assistantship program for exchange students where we take applications from faculty members who are in need of research assistants. And then we open this, how to say, announcement to exchange students. And according to the number of open positions, exchange students can apply for these positions as voluntary research assistants to Koç University faculty members. And for housing, and this is another important question, we do provide on-campus housing, but it is unfortunately quite limited. And the applications are made after we send you a housing guide. And in the housing guide, there will be all kinds of details. When you should apply, how you should apply, what's and etc. So basically you have the option to stay on campus, but we want you to have a backup plan in any case because the space is very limited. And kindly do not plan do not, how to say, think that it's going to be guaranteed because usually sometimes it is not guaranteed. So exchange students are placed in triple rooms at West Campus. We do have another campus very close to the main campus, and this West Campus is only residential. There are dormitories only inside, and then our indoor pool. Yeah, so there's always a shuttle between the West Campus and the main campus. It takes a few minutes with the car. So yeah, in the housing guide that we will be sending you in December, basically the applications we are planning to have in the second or third week of December, we will be sending this housing guide in December, which will include fees, how to apply, how to pay, when are the check-in and check-out days, etc. So if when you are replaced, so basically how you apply is you click on the link to apply when the date comes and the time comes and to apply. Can you can you turn off your mic? Yeah. The first people to apply are the ones who are getting the dormitories. So when you apply is very important. Basically, if you have some sort of a disability, you can, after you are placed in the dormitories, you can send an email to housing@ku.edu.tr, and then you can kind of navigate how you should prove your disability, your doctor's report, etc. So if you have any questions about housing, you can send them an email directly. Basically, they are in charge of they're in charge of a lot of procedures regarding housing. Yeah. So health center, we do have a health center which operates 24/7, and students can reach the health center anytime they need. And it has an ambulance if there's a need to transfer students to hospitals. It is equipped with 24-hour care and English-speaking doctors. And basically, if you want more information, you can visit the website on the screen. But just as a really important note, you should have a health insurance in Turkey, and our friends at the ICO, they will give you the how to say information on when and how you should get these health insurances. But we recommend basically having a health insurance that covers the entire time that you are entering. So the more information about the health insurance will be sent to you in the upcoming weeks. Yeah, so we have some pictures from our campus here. Yeah, so this is one of our faculty courtyards. We do have jazz sessions on Tuesdays and Thursday classics, which are like classical music days. Sometimes, if the weather is good, we have them in courtyards, different courtyards around the campus. This is from our library. And this is like our tower, and this is our auditorium where we usually have our orientation weeks. So let me take a sip, sorry. Yeah, so, but I would say that Istanbul is actually a really good city to be a student in because you can find really cheap stuff, food, housing, etc. But you can also find really expensive stuff. Like you can find um, something for yourself, the independent of like how much it costs. Basically, so many activities to do throughout the year, different events to go, always concerts, always something historical to see. And I still have so many things that I have not done in Istanbul, and it has an 8,000-year-old history, really rich cultural heritage. It was the capital of Roman, Byzantine, and Latin Ottoman empires. And you have the ability to cross from Europe to Asia. This is what I do every day going to work. I live in the Asian side. I go to the European side every day for work. So, but if I want to take the ferry, I live in Üsküdar. If I want to take the ferry, it takes about 10 minutes to go to the European side to Beşiktaş, for example. Yeah, so we have a few more photos from Istanbul's historical sites. I don't know if you have ever been to Istanbul before, but should be nice. Yeah, so we have some key contacts on the screen. You can reach us at incoming@ku.edu.tr. If we have not responded to your emails yet, we are trying our best. We are missing one team member, unfortunately, but we hope to have another team member by the time that you arrive to Koç to help us out with everything. For housing matters, you can email housing@ku.edu.tr. For KUSIS, the student management system that we use right now. But I don't know if you will, in the spring semester, we will have a new student management system. There will be a huge shift. So I don't know if you will ever have to deal with KUSIS and its horrible interface. I hope not. But the registrar is responsible for all sorts of course enrollment, academic calendar, transcripts, etc. We will be sending you a really detailed information about these offices as well. For general technical support, our IT department will be able to help you, IT@ku.edu.tr. When you are accepted to Koç University, you will have your Koç accounts opened. This is maybe in December, early December again. And we will be letting you know how the next steps will be basically within this month. So yeah, called the Learning and Teaching Office, and Kurdes is the counseling office. You may contact them in your time here. For advisors, exchange students are assigned advisors. and the name can be found on the student's KUSIS profile. Like I've mentioned, I hope you don't have to deal with KUSIS, but yeah, we will have an academic advisor. For Erasmus students, you will have a departmental coordinator who will be signing your Erasmus learning agreement. And if for non-Erasmus students who have some sort of academic document to get signed, you can also go to the departmental Erasmus coordinators who are basically in charge of exchanges in general. And we have a link in our website that you can see the whole list of Erasmus coordinators, basically, again, listed according to the departments. Yes, this is the end of our presentation.